Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen. You've heard of shepherd's pie and cottage pie. Well, in today's video we're going to be putting a twist on a British classic, bangers and mash with onion gravy, but we're going to serve it as a pie. And this delicious British comfort food is perfect to make ahead of time for you then to enjoy with your family and friends. So let's get started. Start by peeling and chopping up your potatoes, then get these into some water ready to boil. Make sure to season your water with some salt, then put onto your stove with a medium heat. These are going to take about the same amount of time as it takes you to prepare and cook all of your other ingredients. Place your sausages of choice into an oven-proof dish, add a little bit of oil, make sure they're all covered, then place into your oven 180°C. Now with the potatoes and sausages cooking, let's get on with making our onion gravy. And in another pan, you're going to add some oil and then one chopped up onion. And as you can see in the video, I like to cut them into half-moon slices as I think this works really well with the gravy. With your onions in the pan, add a little bit of salt to help bring out the moisture, then let them cook down, stirring occasionally. And as they start to brown, I like to add a little bit of water to help dissolve the sugars and to prevent them from burning. While the onions are cooking, may I say hi to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. For more delicious British recipes, please check out the channel and consider subscribing. Once your onions have a good colour, add some garlic, let this cook for a couple of minutes before then adding a few vegetables of your choice, and these are optional. Not only do the vegetables bring colour and flavour to the onion gravy, but it's a great way to get some extra vegetables into the family. Traditionally, you'll usually see garden peas served with the bangers and mash, so you could add them at this stage to your gravy, but personally I like to serve them separately. But as I always say, this is a flexible recipe, so feel free to put your own twist on it. Next, add a splash of Worcestershire sauce, and I forgot to mention earlier, don't forget to keep checking on your sausages while you're making your onion gravy, and next I'll then add a splash of red wine and allow this to cook down for a bit. To thicken up the gravy, we're going to add a spoon of flour, and you're going to want to mix this in and just let this cook for a couple of minutes before then adding some beef stock. While you're making your gravy, as well as checking on your sausages, don't forget to keep an eye on your potatoes, and as soon as they are soft and you can poke a knife through them, turn off the heat, but this time will depend on how many you are cooking. For seasoning, we're going to add some thyme and 2 bay leaves, and then season with a little bit more salt and pepper. Have a taste, and if you're happy with all of the flavours, then turn off your stove, and this is going to give us some time to focus now on the mashed potatoes. For great flavour and soft mashed potatoes, add a knob of butter, a splash of cream, some nutmeg and mustard of your choice. Then get this all mixed in. As usual, I'm going to leave a list of the ingredients and measurements from today's video in the description below, but if I'm honest, when I usually make mashed potatoes, I just eyeball the ingredients, as it will often depend on how many and what type of potatoes you've used to how much milk, cream and cheese you need to add. Adding some cheese to your mashed potatoes is an optional extra, but we love the strong flavour of some English cheddar inside of the potatoes. And I'm going to grate and use probably a cup of cheese, and you'll see in the video I'm going to add this in stages. I personally prefer to mash up my potatoes by hand, but if you'd like to use a potato ricer, then feel free to go ahead and use that. And you'll see in the video that I not only season, but I'll also keep adding milk until I have the right consistency. Then the final thing to do is to have a taste, and then we're ready to put everything together. Finally, pour your delicious onion gravy over your sausages, and then you can start to put the mashed potatoes over the top. There are different ways that you can do this. I quite like a rustic look, so I'm just going to spoon the mashed potato over the top, but alternatively you could pipe your potato if you'd like it a little bit neater. Before you place your pie into your preheated oven 180°C to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, run a fork over the mashed potato. This is going to create lots of little lines that are going to turn golden brown in the oven. As soon as you get your sausage mash with onion gravy pie out of the oven, let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes before sprinkling with some parsley and ground black pepper. Then it's ready to serve with some garden peas, and don't forget your glass of red wine. I love a traditional bangers and mash, but I do love this pie version as well, as you can make it ahead of time and then just pop it in the oven when you're ready to eat. So here we have a simple, delicious recipe for bangers and mash with onion gravy, but served as a pie. And I hope you enjoy my spin on this British classic. And if there's any recipe you'd like to see on this channel, please leave a comment below. So as always, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.